Hello everyone, today I'm back for another Minecraft statue tutorial. Today we're going to be building Mr. Freeze from the Batman comics. So yeah, this design is based on the animated series design, so yeah, I took a lot of inspiration from that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So to build Mr. Freeze, you are going to need purple blocks, purple pillar, black concrete, blue concrete, block of lapis lazuli, block of coal, polished tough slab, polished tough gray concrete, polished tough stairs, polished andesite, light blue stained glass, white concrete, blue terracotta, and red concrete. So once you've got all those materials together, we can go ahead and begin. And by the way, this is the first statue I've ever used purple blocks on, so yeah, how about that? So anyways, let's go ahead and begin. So to start Mr. Freeze, you're going to place a row of 8 with your purple blocks. For the next row, we're going to do 1 purple pillar, 2 blocks, 2 purple pillar, 2 blocks, 1 purple pillar. The next row is entirely purple pillar. Oh, and yeah, don't place them weird because then they're going to go sideways like that. So the next row, we're going to do 1 purple pillar, 2 purple blocks, 2 purple pillar, 2 purple blocks, 1 purple pillar. For the next row, we're going to do an entire row blue concrete. And for the next row, we're going to do an entire row of lapis lazuli. For the next 3 rows, we are going to do 3 rows of just straight black concrete. For the next row, we're going to do 3 black concrete, 2 blue, 3 black. For the next row, we're going to do 2 black, 4 blue, 2 black. For the final row, entirely blue concrete. So that is the legs. Moving on to the torso. So the belt is 3D. So if you really wanted to, you could just make the belt solidly gray concrete. So for all the 3D details, we're going to place 2 polished tuff right here, 2 gray concrete right here. You can do the same thing on the other side. And then going to place 2 tuff next to the 2 grays. In the middle here, we're going to place 2 by 2 square of black concrete. Underneath this, we're going to place 2 slabs, and the same on top. So there's his belt. Behind these 2 slabs up here, we're going to place 2 polished tuff. We're also going to place 2 polished tuff right behind these gray concretes. Everywhere else in this row, you can place gray concrete. We are then going to place 2 tuff, 4 gray concrete, 2 tuff. Next row, 1 gray, 1 tuff, 1 gray, 2 tuff, 1 gray, 1 tuff, 1 gray. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take out our polished tuff and place 2 slabs on the end blocks down here. For the next row, don't even worry about the 2 end blocks. We're only going to worry about these 4 middle blocks. This next row, we're going to place 4 gray concrete here. And then on top of that, in these 2 middle blocks, we're going to place 2 tuff. And then we're going to get out our... I don't think we're going to be needing the block of coal for a little bit, so go ahead and get out the polished tuff. We're going to place them on these corner blocks. Upside down, of course. And then on the upper half of these tuff blocks, place 2 slabs. So that's what you should have there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to build 3D from here. So we're going to do 1 tuff here and 1 gray concrete. Same thing over here. Next row, entirely tuff. For the next row, we're actually going to need let's get rid of the purple blocks for a little bit. We won't need them. We need the polished andesite coming up. So on this next row we're doing here, place gray concrete on the ends of the row, a single polished andesite on the right middle block, and then the rest is just polished tuff. For the next row, we're going to do 2 tuff, 1 gray, 2 tuff, 1 gray, 2 tuff. And then on this block, we're actually going to place 2 more tuff coming outward. So it's going to go out quite a bit. So you should have something that looks like this so far. For the next row, we're going to place 1 gray, 6 tuff, 1 gray. And then on this row, we're going to place 1 tuff on each end. A polished andesite next to both of those, and then tuff in the middle. We're then going to place 2 tuff slabs on this upper half. For the next row, we're just going to do an entire row of tuff right here. We're then going to place tuff slabs on the upper half of these blocks here. And then we're going to place 2 polished andesite in the middle here. You can then go ahead and just place 2 more rows of that on top, and that'll be the first row of the head. So, now what we're going to do is we are going to pretty much bring this tuff all the way up here, just an additional row. And then going out of the tuff, we're going to place 2 black concrete going outward. And then in the middle here, we're going to place upside down stairs facing inward towards the polished andesite. So, a little complicated, I know, but it's going to be a good looking statue once we are done here. So, now that we have done that, we can go ahead and move on. We won't be needing the andesite for a little bit, so you can go ahead and get out your purple blocks again. So in the first row of the belt here, we're going to place 2 pillars. And if you want to place them a certain way, you can. I'm going to place them facing this way. So, and then we're going to place 2 purple blocks. We're then going to do an additional layer of those. Then we're going to do a row of blue concrete, and then a row of lapis lazuli. And then we're going to do 2 rows of black concrete, a row of blue concrete, 2 rows of black. We are then going to do, from left to right, 2 black, 2 blue. We're then going to do 1 black, 3 blue, and you're just going to repeat that one more time. So you should have something that looks like this. And in here, you can go ahead and just fill this with polished tuff. Other arm is the exact same. So entire row blue, lapis, 2 rows of black, blue, 2 rows of black, and so then we're going to add a little bit of 3D onto these shoulder. Oh yeah, I guess that's what these are, shoulder guard things. So get out your lapis, and we're going to place a lapis here and right here. And you can get your blue out and just make that 3D. Do the exact same thing over here. Should have something that looks like this. So that is the front of the statue. So now let's move on to the sides. So the sides are pretty simple. We're going to place 3 purple blocks coming back. Do that over here as well, and just go ahead and connect them. You're then going to do 3 rows of purple pillar. Now I'll just do one side at a time. We're then going to do an entire row of blue concrete, then a row of lapis. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 rows of black concrete, and then 1 row of blue. Do the same thing over here real quick. There we go. Then for the arms, we're going to just fill in the back or the bottom here with just purple blocks. Then we're going to do the first row, purple blocks, blue concrete, lapis, 2 rows of black, blue concrete, black, and then we're going to do 2 blue, 1 black, and then we're going to fill in the rest of this with just blue. So for this gauntlet, we're going to place 2 lapis down here, lapis coming up in these diagonal shapes, 2 lapis in the middle and the top, and just go ahead and fill in this. You're going to do the exact same thing over here once we get to it. Yeah, it probably would have been a wise idea not to build this next to Deathstroke, because, yeah, but, oh well. So there we go. So there's the sides. The back of the legs are pretty simple. So you're pretty much just going to copy what you did in the front, except the purple blocks are not there. It's just straight pillar. Sorry, I was looking at the plan here. Then we're going to do an entire row of blue concrete, entire row of lapis, and then you're just going to copy what you did in the front for the kind of underwear thing he's got going on here. So there we go. That is the simple part of the back done. Let's go ahead and get the back of the arms done because they're pretty simple as well. The back of the torso is kind of ridiculous with how it goes. So, but for the back of the arms, you're pretty much just going to copy what you have on the front. In fact, it's actually a carbon copy besides the 2 pillars in the front of the hands that are not there. Go ahead and connect this black together here. You can connect these blues. Then we're going to do blue here, or lapis here, I mean. So like so. And then for those of you wondering what the shoulder blades look like, or the top of them, we're going to place 2 lapis here, and then 2 lapis here. So there we go. And let's do the other side real quick. Like so. Then we're going to do just kind of like what we already did. There we go. So there's the back of the arms. So now, moving on to the back of the torso. This is the part I have been dreading this entire tutorial. This is the worst part of the tutorial, so pay attention. So, to do the back of the torso, we're first going to just do 2 rows of gray concrete, just for the belt. We're then going to do 2 tough on both ends, then a gray next to those, then tough next to those, then gray in the middle. Pretty simple there. So, we're going to go back in a row and place 2 gray, 4 tough, 2 gray. We also are done with the purple blocks, so we will need the polished andesite again. For the next row, entirely tough. Next row, 2 gray, 4 tough, 2 gray. And then on these 2 grays, we're going to place slabs on the upper halves. For the next row, in here we're going to place 4 more polished tufts. And then we're going to place upside down stairs on the corners here. And then we're going to place 2 tufts next to those. We're then going to connect these stairs together in the middle with slabs. We're then going to take our slabs and bring them out from the stairs here. Should have something that looks like this. We are then going to place a gray concrete on the ends of the row. And then we're going to place a tuff next to that. And then next to that, we're going to place another tuff, and then we're going to bring that one out an additional row. So you should have this so far. We are then going to place 2 tuff in here, and then we're going to place 2 slabs on this upper half here. And then what you can do, you can go ahead and let's fill that in. You can go ahead and just build up the rest with just tuff blocks, just so we can have a template here. Just build this all the way up, and then we'll fill in sides here. Like so. So, now what we're going to do, ignore the end blocks here, and then we're going to place a gray concrete. Do the same over here. On top of these gray concretes, we're going to place a tuff. And then we're going to place a gray concrete on top of these tufts. Then another tuff, and then another gray concrete. So you should have this. And then in this upper right block, we're going to place a tuff, gray concrete, tuff. Do the same thing over here. So that is basically the underlayment of the kind of coolant kind of tank he's got in his back. If you wanted to, you can just go ahead and fill in this middle section with tuff. You're not going to see any of it. And go ahead and get out your polished andesite and place it in this middle tuff right here. And that is the back minus the tank. So, to build the tank, we're going to get out our blue concrete, and we're going to start right here. We're going to place a 2x2 square of blue concrete right here. And we're going to do the same thing right here, just up a block. We're going to do on this left one, we're going to do an additional row of blue concrete and then a row of lapis. And on this one, we're just going to place the lapis lined up with that as well. And actually on this one, it's only 1 wide. That's my fault. There we go. So, we're then going to do on this, both the right and left one, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3 with the blue concretes. So 3 rows of just straight blue concrete. Like so. And then we are going to do this whole next row with just straight lapis. On top of these, we're just going to place a 2x2 area of just blue concrete here. And do the same thing over here. On top of these lapises here, we're going to do another just row of blue concrete. leave the right one alone, and do another row on the left one. We're then going to get out our lapis, and on this right one here, we're going to go up by 2 on this corner one. So 1, 2. On this left one, we're going to go on this left corner. So 1, 2. We're then going to place a blue concrete on top of this, and then we're going to do an upper right diagonal connecting that to this. And yeah, connect that there. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and just fill in this little middle section here with blue concrete. And there you go. That is the kind of backpack thing that he's wearing. So, yep. So now moving on to the head. Let us come up here to the front, of course, and we will start there. So to do the head, we are going to get out our... We are not going to be needing most of this stuff anymore. Let's just do a hard reset. So we are going to need our white concrete, blue terracotta, red concrete, light blue stained glass, blue concrete, black concrete. Actually, we're going to need the coal. Yeah, the coal, black concrete, and I don't know if we're going to need lapis. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see as we go on. Also, yeah, let's change these black concretes out to blocks of coal. That makes more sense. Okay, there we go. And yep, I believe that's it. So, on top of these polished andesites we placed earlier, place 2 light blue stained glass. And then right behind this, we're going to place 2 blue terracottas. Next to these polished andesites, we're going to place 3 blue concretes. Like so. So, and underneath here, we can just place a whole row of white concrete. So to do the face real quick, we're going to place 3 white concretes next to these blue terracottas. Next row, 1 white, 2 black, 2 white, 2 black, if I can place right, 1 white. Next row, 1 black, 2 red, 2 black, 2 red, 1 black. And then we're going to do 1 white, 2 black, 2 white, 2 black. I keep doing the same thing, golly. 1 white. And that should be, what is that, 5? Yeah, 5. And then we're going to do 3 more rows of just white concrete. So there we go. Then what you're going to do is just going to get out your light blue stained glass and just cover the front of his face with the glass. I thought about using ice, but it didn't really look right. Oh, I tried it, I should say, but it just didn't look right, so. But there we go, there's the front. So, now we are going to pretty much just bring this back, the head back. So bring it all the way back to here. You can go ahead and run it along here. And then connect it back here. And yep, his head is pretty much entirely white concrete, besides 1 row, which is black, which is just his goggles. So you can make this entire row going around his head just black concrete, which is his goggles. But then everything else is white. If you want to give him hair, you can. Not that it really makes any sense for me, but I know in some versions he does have hair underneath. If you were to make that, I'd probably make it out of like, where's the wood? This stripped, warped Hyphaea wood or something like that. So or the light blue wool or the cyan wool, probably something like that. All right, and then we're going to get our blue concrete, and we're just going to drag this along the side here, like so. And then the sides are pretty easy. We're just going to drag the glass all the way across the side. So there we go. And then the back is also the exact same thing. I'm just going to make it entirely glass, and it fits right in between the tank here. Oh, and also, yeah, fill on the top of the head. I want to do that. So there we go. That's what we have so far. So let's go ahead and finish off the top of his head. So regarding the top of Mr. Freeze's head, trying to see a good way we can do this. Okay. So regarding the top of his head, we're going to place 4 glass blocks in the middle on top of the ones we've already placed. Then we're going to place 2 diagonally behind that. And then we're going to connect those together. We are then going to go up another row. Like so. You should have this. And then one more row. Actually, if you want to fill in this one more time. Actually, I might leave it like this. So you should have like this kind of plus shape. So if you want to fill in those corners, you can do that. And then the very top here. So there we go. There is the dome. And we have one last thing we have to do with our block of coal. We have to connect the block of coal to the tank in the back. So let's come to the tank in the back, and we're going to start it off right here in these corners. We're going to place 1, 2 coal going out. I'm just going to do this side first. We're then going to go up again, right. Up by 2, 1, 2, right. Trying to get a good reference image here so I don't mess that up. Okay, and then we're going to go up an additional 1, 2. Actually, that's a lie. We're going to go forward by 1, going this way, and then we're going to go up 1, 2. There we go. Then we're going to go forward, go up, 1, 2, go down, we're then going to go 1, 2 to the right again, go down, 1, 2, go down 2, and then over here we're going to go for left again by problem with block of coal is it's a really dark block, so it's kind of hard to see. So we're going to go left again, go up, left again, up, left, and then fill in that block there. So once you've done that, you should have one side, And then we're going to do that one more time. So fill in this kind of corner here. And then 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, down, 1, down 2, and then we're going to line it up here. There we go. So, yeah, that's what you should have. That's the cord. That's probably the hardest part, actually, just because how dark they are. But yeah, guys, so, yeah, that is Mr. Freeze. So, yeah, I know he's kind of a complex statue to build, but yeah, he's very worth it once you finish him, because, man, he looks sick. So, but yeah, I designed him myself, so, yeah, I'm pretty proud of this guy, so... But yeah, guys, so thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.